because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Come on, QB, come on.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
You got to be ready. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Check. Blue. Check 13. Red. Check run.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come out! You draw Corker. Okay, over here. Look at this.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers going to throw again. He gets this to Devontae Adams. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Packers.
319. Get 300. Get 300. Let me know right now. Right now. You got 58. Switch it here. Switch it. 399.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now this throw caught left side. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. On 2nd down now, it's Cohen, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Get up! 180! 50's the mark! 50's the mark! Alert! It's going to be a long day off this!
They go play action with Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They run. This is Cohen. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Get up! 180! Ball.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
What we got?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Oh, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They go play action. Trubisky. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Play action. Now Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Trubisky. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Trubisky's pass, intended for Anthony Miller, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Okay, wahoo. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Taylor Gabriel in the final seconds of the first half as the Bears push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check. Right left. Crouch.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
Here we go.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Packers' 46-yard line.
Ran, go.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
58, right over there.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Jay Sternberger, the rookie. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
26.
Rodgers now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Rodgers nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bears take over.
Their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They had 2 straight 1st downs. Now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Check it out. 180. Let's go, G.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Check it out. 180. Watch the out. Watch the out. Whip.
They'll try to run forward with Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 2nd and 10, Trubisky over the middle, complete. That's Cohen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. This is Cohen. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as the Bears push further out in front. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Bears 28, Packers 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Next team. 630. 58 to Mike. Hey, pick your.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Check. Lucky. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 36. Pull it high.
They'll go with Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 34.
We got 4.
Brings up third down.
64, weak.
On play action. Now Rodgers. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Hey, they're scared. Deuce. Inside.
Rodgers now on first down. To the tight end and complete. It's Sternberger over the middle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On 2nd and goal. Rodgers back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
He's checking. Crash. Over.
Here's Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Check, 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 check. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Get 300, get 300. Check inside.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
Shit, all right. Shit. Yeah, Liz. Hey, high 7.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Let's go, D.
Inside.
We got to step it up.
Check the backer, check the backer.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion.
Let's go. Back north. Hey, 88,
Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Strong right, strong right.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 35. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
It feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. Well, he's going to go for it all. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Over here. Check nine.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Rodgers now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The Packers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
58 for Mike. 58 for Mike.
Pick it up.
Switch.
Check 88.
One final try now for Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belt.